Good evening, everyone. This is the May 25th, 2023 meeting of the Bridgewater Conservation Commission. My name is Bob Rulli. I am the Director of the Office of Community and Economic Development. Wendy Smith, the chair, is unavailable tonight, so I will be your tour guide, if you would, running the meeting. We do have a quorum. Members present are Sarah Sperber, Harry Bailey, and Eileen Prisco. We are not going to deal with the minutes because it doesn't seem as if everyone might have gotten them. The next item is, let me just read the disclosure. I'm sorry. Pursuant to Section 20 of Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, this meeting of the Conservation Commission for the town of Bridgewater will be hybrid and accessible to the public through remote participation to the greatest extent possible. There'll be no public attendance permitted. Citizens who wish to tune into the meeting may do so via Zoom. That's why you're here. Other than the applicant or the representatives speaking and members, those are the only mics that won't be muted. If you have a question or a comment and it looks like everyone is here on a computer, I would just ask that you use the raise your hand feature, which you can access from the bottom of your screen. If there's anybody from the public that would like to speak about anything that is not on the agenda tonight, now is your opportunity to do that and public comment. Seeing and hearing none, we can now go to the next matter, which is a public hearing, new business. It's a request for determination, 683 Bedford Street, map 75, lot 31. The applicant is Ahid Dahrani and the representative is Kenneth Thompson. I believe Mr. Thompson is here. Mr. Thompson, if you could just identify yourself, name, address, and the floor is yours. If you need to share your screen, you have the ability to do that.
It won't let me use my video for some reason. Anyways, my name's Ken Thompson, Spring Street, Rockland. I'm a wetland scientist. Could someone bring up the map? Anybody there be able to bring up the map that was filed with it?
That is your responsibility.
All right, can I go next then and step back for a minute? And
Sure. Yep.
Try to troubleshoot this.
Okay, and we will hold that in abeyance for a moment. Rebecca is here, so the next matter is old business. It's a notice of intent, 108 Cherry Street, map 52, lot 10. Applicant is Jay McLaughlin, representative is Sylvia Engineering. It's DEP file SE 116-1524. Before Rebecca speaks, I just want to say that this is not a matter that can be voted on tonight. Mr. Bailey was not at the initial hearing, but Rebecca still would like to speak to it. And I know that Marilyn McDonald had some questions or concerns. Don't know whether she shared those with you, Eileen, or not, but in any event, this matter cannot be voted on until the next meeting. That having been said, Rebecca, if you could just identify yourself, name and address for the record, please.
Rebecca, civil engineer at Silva Engineering, 1615 Bedford Street in Bridgewater. As Mr. Rulli just pointed out, I wanted to go over, the last request was to stake out the location of the garage, and we did that. And so if anybody who's gone had any questions or concerns, I would like to know before the next hearing, if possible.
Did you get an email, Bob, that you wanted to read from Marilyn or Bob?
Yeah, I think Marilyn had a question on the distance of the stakes and that she had wheeled it and thought it was something less than 50 feet. And then in speaking with Rebecca earlier today, we think there might be some confusion as to there are more than one stake out there. There's some control stakes, and then there's actually the stake delineating the setback. So Rebecca, you can expound on that further if you want, but I think I captured it.
Yeah, you did. I actually pulled the survey notes from the surveyor too. So there are survey control out there. So I wasn't sure if anybody went with Marilyn, if they
I,
knew, if we knew that she was looking at the stakes that represented the garage?
yes,
Okay, and so when you measure to a certain flag, you got a different number? Different distance? Do you not remember which flag?
the, right corner of the, proposed, I guess, barn or building, whatever it is. Right there.
The back right corner to,
Yep.
which wetland flag?
The flag that was, right across from it.
Yeah,
Over that red line, yeah, right there, she got measurement of 32 feet to the west. And she also felt that there were wetlands to the right of that coming closer to the house where your hand, that were, closer even than that original corner. And she felt that that was not shown as wetland.
okay, so, if the commission wishes, since there is, questions further and we still have to continue, can we set a time to meet and then go over it,
I think that's the only way to figure it out.
right?
Yep.
Maybe I can get the bots to join us.
So what I'll do, Rebecca, is I will send an email to the commission and we'll set up a time for a site visit. And then if we're gonna have a quorum, we'll just have to post it.
We'll have to post it, yep, and hopefully we can get it taken care of before the next hearing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's either, was it June 6th or 8th is the next meeting? Hang on. June 8th would be the next meeting.
So
I think we can do it before then.
I'm pretty
So I would
open.
just ask that somebody make a motion to continue this application until the June 8th meeting. And that we put on the record that prior to that, we will have an opportunity for as many members as possible to get out there at one time to meet with Rebecca and just make sure we're all on the same page in terms of the distances and the buffers.
So Rebecca, you are requesting a continuance?
I am requesting a continuance.
Okay, I'll make a motion to continue to June 8th at 6 p.m.
And Harry or Sarah, is there a second?
I'll second Harry.
I
Okay.
will say, oh,
Okay,
You
I just
beat
do a roll call vote. Eileen,
Aye.
Harry,
Aye.
and Sarah.
aye.
All right, so this matter is continued to the June 8th meeting at 6 o'clock. And we will schedule and organize a site visit prior thereto.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And back to you, Mr. Thompson.
All right,
Are you ready to go?
yes. Little panic here. Good
No,
evening.
we have lots of panic on Zoom, don't worry.
I'm gonna bring up the survey plan of the site.
And just so commission members know, all the green cards were received.
Again, my name's Ken Thompson. I'm the botanist. I flagged this back in November of 21, I believe. What's interesting about this site, this is the reason I actually even filed. The proposed work is to remove some trees and some sedges, some sheds and some debris that's left over, fallen trees. But the property is a plateaued and it drops 5, maybe 8 feet down to about here. And what's happening in here, and it's actually mapped as a wetland by DEP mappers on Mass Mapper, is that it's an old gravel pit and it's dominated by red maples. And I was even surprised to find that the line was as tight to the open water area here. There's an open
On,
buttonbush swamp. Yeah, it's a lot of open water down there. Takes the drainage from down here and dumps it this way. There's a vernal pool right here, just off the neighbor's property. Just so you know, I actually went back there. There were some salamander eggs in there, egg masses in there. But what they want to do is remove the trees and the sheds, but they're all right here. And if that line holds true on the map, it's going to come right up here. So I wanted an opportunity for the commission to take a look at that. And I was wondering, anybody make it out to the site?
I do not know what was on, for some reason, I'm not able to, I wasn't able to Nicole's emails, so I did not know what they were doing there.
They just gotta clear trees and stuff. Clear
Yeah, so I
trees,
didn't get
debris.
back to them.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
I didn't get a chance to get back there.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know.
I think the last meeting is gonna drag me into that too, so during that, when we do the field visits, I'd like to members to come out and take a look at it just to confirm that I did my job. And again, we're outside the 100-foot buffer anyways, but it's close, so I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to take a look at it.
Okay.
Mr. Thompson, are you going to request then a continuance and similar? Hopefully, if we can get commission members, we can do both of these site visits the same day and have both of these matters come back on June 8th. Is that
That
your
works.
request?
Yes, that's a request. Please continue.
And is there any other comments or questions from commission members prior to acting on the request?
I just want it to be known that I have done work for Zahid, and I just wanted to know if that would be an issue with any voting.
I guess it depends, on what work you've done. I mean, we'll get you a disclosure statement, Eileen.
Okay, yeah.
And, hopefully, because this is being continued in Maryland and Wendy will be back.
Yep.
If you feel uncomfortable, we should have enough other members that you don't have to participate. But thank you for bringing that up.
Okay, that's fine. I don't feel uncomfortable. I just want it to be known in case somebody else does. And
No, I
was-
appreciate that. I mean, that's, thank you.
Okay,
So there is a request for a continuance. Is there a motion to continue this application to June 8th with the understanding that there will be a site visit prior thereto?
motion to continue 683 Bedford Street. to June
Is there a
8th.
second?
Second, Harry.
Okay, I'll do a roll call. Sarah,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
Mr. Bailey.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson.
Thank you. Have a
Thank you.
pleasant evening. Have a good
too.
holiday.
Moving along under Conservation Commission business administrative items. First is a request for a certificate of compliance, 80 Goodwater Way, map 2, lot 56. Applicant representative is Roddy Brown. In your packet, if you're able to open it, there is a letter from Mount Hope Engineering as the engineer of record, indicating that based on their inspections, everything on the as-built plan has been completed. If anyone has any questions, or are you comfortable moving forward to approving the certificate of compliance?
I don't have any.
I didn't have any questions.
Mr. Bailey, any?
All set.
Okay. No further questions. Would somebody like to make a motion to approve the issuance of a certificate of compliance for 80 Goodwater Way?
I will make a motion to approve. the
Thank you.
certificate
Thank
of-
you, Eileen. Is there a second?
I'll second, Harry.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bailey. Roll call, Sarah,
Aye.
Mr. Bailey,
Aye.
and Eileen.
Aye.
Okay. Next matter is a certificate of compliance for 55 Sherwood Lane, map 65, lot 55. Applicant is Jill Lindstrom, representative is Silva Engineering. I don't believe that this application was in the original packet that Nicole sent out. I did send out the application to the three of you this afternoon. However, I will note that I did not see that application signed off by the engineer. I know Rebecca, you're here. Can you speak to this for Silva?
Yeah, you didn't have a letter?
I couldn't find the letter. And Nicole was out this afternoon, so I went to the file. The only thing I found in the file was the actual application, which had not been signed, and I didn't have the letter.
I have the letter.
So if you have it and you want to just screen share it,
Yeah,
that would be helpful.
give me a moment. It's on this
Okay.
computer. I'm gonna email it to the other computer. It gets a little complicated, like Ken Thompson, like which computer is that what, All right. New email to myself. Switch to what? Okay. And get a little closer so you can hear me. I switch. Not my. Moment, we're almost there. Download.
We paid for a full half hour, so don't worry, you've got time.
Okay, and then open. Then share the right screen. Yes. Share screen, aha, all right. So, I can zoom in a little bit and I can read it if you'd like. May 4th, 2023, dear commission members, please accept this letter as a request for the certificate of compliance for the work that was completed under the order of conditions for the above referenced location. 55 Sherwood Lane, DEP SE 116991. Silva Engineering SEA was hired to complete the process for the addition added to the home in accordance with the order of conditions issued in November 2004. A survey was completed to document the current conditions to demonstrate that the work was completed properly and is greater than
Yeah,
50
we're not
feet.
gonna spell check you on this.
Okay, good. That's Lawrence P. Silva there, okay? And is greater than 50 feet from the resource area. In my professional opinion, the work was completed in substantial compliance with the order of conditions. Now I can share the letter.
I think that's fine, Rebecca,
You
thanks.
don't need to see the plan. Okay, yep. So it was for the addition and it was done outside the 50 foot.
Do any commission members have any questions or comments?
Me.
No, no
Okay.
questions. Thank you, Rebecca.
And
I'm all
not
set.
hearing any questions or comments, does someone want to make a motion to approve the issuance of the certificate of compliance?
I can make the motion for COC 55 Sherwood Lane.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I will second.
Thank you, Sarah. I'll do a roll call. Mr. Bailey,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
and Sarah.
Aye.
Thank you very much. The next matter was a proposal to update the Bridgewater. Thank you, Rebecca, by the way.
Thanks, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
A proposal to update the Bridgewater Mass Wetlands Protection Bylaws and Conservation Commission website from the Lake Nipanicket Action Focus Team. I've asked that they let this matter go to the June 8th meeting as well, because I think it's important that both Wendy and Marilyn are part of this conversation.
Yep.
I did have a chance to meet with some members of the Lake Nipanicket Action Focus Team. I think they have some good suggestions. Obviously, I think you all have a chance to weigh in. They've looked at the bylaws for Conservation Commission from the town of Easton, which are fairly comprehensive. I will get a copy of those to all of you just to look at. I'm not saying that we should copy those in their entirety, but I think it's helpful to look at those and see if, anytime we have bylaws, rules, and regulations for any kind of board or commission, it's always good to take a look at them and update them occasionally. Things change. Obviously, COVID changed a lot of things, but technology has changed. We have better mapping available now. So I think it's great that there are members of the community that support what this commission is doing and want to see you maybe have some more empowerment.
Bob,
Yes.
I would like to have the Taunton River Watershed Association notified on this. Anything that happens on the NIP, it's under the watershed too. So I'd like them to have a view on this.
Okay, Harry, can you, when you have time in the next few days, just send me an email with the appropriate person to contact for that?
Definitely.
And then we'll make sure that they get notice of it as well.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is not a matter that has to have a motion to continue because it was an administrative item. Does anyone have any other comments or questions?
Nope.
No,
And-
it sounds good.
Okay, with that being said, because I like to be efficient, we can, if somebody wanted to make a motion for adjournment, you can make your 6:30 dinner reservations.
My favorite, motion to adjourn.
I will
And is there-
second.
Okay. And then we'll just go on a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It always happens that way. It's always unanimous on adjournment. I don't understand it.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
everybody.
everyone.
All right, good night.
Good
Thanks,
night.
everyone. Good night.
Thank you.